Hi guys, welcome to another class. This is a simple morning stretch routine to do if you're going to be walking around all day and you just want to get yourself in the most functional position for your hips and your feet. But if you can, find a space where you can be barefoot. Okay, we're going to start standing. Just kind of wiggle yourself around, maybe do a couple standing marches. And then settle into your body. Bring some attention to the base of your feet. It might take a few moments for you to get there, so take a deep breath, be gentle with yourself, and see how it goes. And just start to rock your weight left and right, noticing how that shifts where your weight is landing on your feet. And then do the same thing, rocking forward and back. Distributing your weight to the toes and to the heels. And then try to find a space in the middle of all four of those aspects of your feet, rooting down through the center of your ankle and your arches. And then bend your knees and just bounce yourself around a little bit, getting yourself more familiar with what it feels like in the body, that felt sense of having even weight distributed through all four corners of your feet. And then root down through your feet, keep the knees slightly bended, especially if you know you hyperextend in your joints. And bring your right hand down to your waist and start to move the hand down the outside of your leg as you open up the left side body. Big breath into the ribs that are opening. And then switch sides. Left hand comes further down your thigh. The right side of your waist is opening up and you're breathing deeply into that space. And then you move through these side body bending at your own pace, kind of tick-tocking your body side to side. Slowly waking up the connective tissue and letting your body move with a bit more freedom in the hips as you're grounded deeply into your feet. Letting the breath lead the movement. Good, and then we're going to move in the planes of forward and back. You're going to do standing cat-cow. So bring your hands to your hips, engage that foundational core. And then you encourage your spine to move out of your hips. So crown of head is moving away from your sacrum. And then you lift your chest up and allow the head to drop back and stick the booty out, extending your spine. And then opposite direction, bring the chin to your chest, round the shoulders forward, flexing your spine. Move these motions a few more times, bending, flexing and extending the spine, finding some mobility through the complicated joint spaces of our spine. Nice big breath as we do so. Waking up the body, grounding down through the feet, finding lift through the spine. And then exhale, let it all go and hinge at your hips, forward fold. Keep the bend deeply into your knees, so you're carrying the base part of your hips, those sits bones, to be high up into the sky. And then you're shaking your head out, yes and no. Softening the connection space between shoulders and base of skull. You can separate your feet if you want to give your belly a bit more space to land between your thighs. No need to feel compressed or constricted with your breath. Really encouraging the strength of our lower body with the feet pressing down on all four corners to feel stable, so then you can really release your upper body. Letting the spine feel long and letting gravity help you get a bit more space between each one of those spinal segments. You can bring your hands to the base of your skull if you need a bit more weight to help you release through the neck region. Nice, big, full cycles of breath. Good, and in this position, play around with the weight in our feet. Dip the weight a bit more forward in your toes, and then maybe back into your heels, maybe to the outside corners of the feet, and then the inside arches of the feet. And then once you've played around with the weight distribution, again, find that center point where you feel your ankles stacking nicely over the arches of our feet. And then the knees and the hips can functionally line up with the ankles, so then you have a rooted base. Nice big breath. And when we're upside down in this position, it's actually a lot easier to breathe into our low belly and diaphragm because we're letting gravity and the pressure system help us breathe deeper. So play with that sensation. Really try to press the belly out every time you breathe in. And then slowly, with one vertebra at a time, lift yourself to standing, rippling the spine up to stack on top of this foundational lower body that we're finding for ourselves. And then step your feet even wider, making sure toes and knees are in the same line. Bend your knees and bring your hands to the inside of your knees. And then let the right shoulder dip down toward the center line and you look over your left shoulder. Twisting the spine and torso as our hips are staying forward in a straight position. Nice big breath. And then switch sides. Left shoulder goes down. You look over your right shoulder, sinking deep into your hips, pressing the inner knees out, stretching your inner thighs. Opening up and expanding the webbing of our pelvic floor as you breathe deeply into your belly to create a strong foundation through our belly space. And then just move through these two sides at your own pace, slowly wringing out the torso, finding some articulation and mobility through each one of those rib spaces as we twist and then breathe. Down through our feet, letting the hips sink lower as our pelvic bowl opens. lifting out through the spine. So crown of head is always moving away from the sacrum, trying to find lift through the spine. Good, and let this all go. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Straighten the knees, get that base part of our hips, those sits bones to lift up, open up the hamstrings and back of legs. As our spine relaxes the tension and gets longer with the help of gravity. Right, and then find that base foundation again. Pelvic floor is lifted, diaphragm is engaged. Bring your hands out to a T. And then lift your torso up to stack on top of your hips with strength. And then just simply come to standing. Alright, let's work on some isolation movement of the hips. Bring your hands to your belly and your hips and have that nice and engaged. And then we're going to do hiking up of our hips by lifting the base part of our right foot off the ground as we root down through our left leg and keeping our hips nice and stable. Right, very small movement here, and if this feels extremely weird for the body, that's normal. You can just think of lifting your foot, and over time you'll find that subtlety of engagement through the hip muscles to be able to lift your foot off the ground. Alright, switch sides. Engage through your core. Bring your hands to your belly just to help you find the tone, and lift your left foot off the ground. We're working on building subtle awareness through our hip region. Good, and let it all go. Big breath. And extend your left leg long in front of you. Point the toe. And just gentle left leg lifts to strengthen the hip flexor muscles. Learning what it feels like in our body to have those activate and engage, which are very key muscles for us to have strong and activated as we walk. Just gentle lifting of the foot off the ground a few inches, and then lowering back down. Good, and instead of just lifting your leg, you're going to lift your leg and then do little circles of your foot. Yeah, testing your inner thigh strength and your outer hip strength. Working on activation and awareness through those deep stabilizers of our hips. And then switch the direction of the circles. Good. And when you're done, you're done. Let it all go. Just take the leg that's been working for you, step it behind the opposite leg, plank down and lift your arms up, side body stretch, reaching out through your waistband. Nice big breath. Good. Bring your feet back to neutral. Switch sides. Opposite leg lifts up. Gentle leg lifts. Lifting the foot a few inches off the ground. And lowering it back down. Bring the hands to the belly and the hips if you're finding it hard to stabilize their hip region and you want to use your abs to help lift your feet off the ground. Right, this takes a lot of time and energy to figuring out what kind of muscles we need to engage to do that gentle lifting of the leg off the ground. And then draw little circles. Testing the deep stabilizers of our pelvic floor, external rotators, and inner thigh. And then switch directions with your circles. Trying to find a nice big breath while we're holding this core engagement. Complicated and tricky asks, so no worries if it doesn't feel very natural or accessible in the body right now. When we keep going back to the work, that's when things get easier. And let it all go. Step the working leg behind the standing leg. Arms reach up, side, body will stretch, lifting the torso out of the hips and waistband. Good, and then come to standing. Alright, now we're going to be doing a breath practice to kind of round off the class today. This breath practice might feel a little funky for a lot of bodies, but basically all we're trying to do is increase the tonnage of our deep abdominal wall. Alright, so bring your hands to your knees, bend your knees a bit, and just take nice, big, exaggerated breaths. Letting the belly move out and in. So basically what we're going to do at the base of an exhale, where our belly is reaching in, we're going to try at the end of the exhale to snap the belly up and in, creating that vacuum pressure of our diaphragm lifting up and the base of our neck, or that collarbone region, rooting down. Okay, nice big inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Create your seal, vacuum your belly up and in. Hold for 10 seconds. 8, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Breathe normally. Go through a few more rounds of this. So big inhale. Big exhale. Base of the exhale, belly goes up and in, creating that locking sensation of diaphragm and collarbone reaching down. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds. And then let it go. Do one more round on your own. This will allow us to be able to stand and walk longer without our back, specifically our low back, hurting. For most people, back pain is a very complex and multifaceted. Good, let it all go. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and close the eyes and just find that equilibrium space with feet. A awareness and a liveliness through our belly that's gently engaged with that foundational core, so our spine feels lifted out of our hip bowl, the crown of our head reaching away from our shoulders. Now go about your day. Hope this landed. I'll see you next time.